Most of the sisters got new men, but does that mean that they over they old man? What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversation. And in this video, we're going to talk about little Miss Sabrina and if she's secretly in love with Calvin. Y'all, this is just a fleeting thought that just came up because I was really caught off guard in watching the season premiere of season 7 of Tyler Perry's Sistas when Maurice revealed to Sabrina that Calvin packed his little raggedy duffel bag and ran off with a white girl, that she seemed like deeply hurt and perplexed. And the only thing that was able to take her out of it for a moment was Rich coming in. But like, I feel like they look good together, but I'm not sure if they're fully, like, their chemistry is there yet. All we're seeing them do is have a lot of physical interaction. They do have a somewhat of a physical attraction. And then even in the trailer for episode 2, you know, it's just more of them like, okay, let's go have sex. And yes, they've been together for 3 months, but I'm like, how you been with him for 3 months? You ready to bend it over on this desk at the bank, but the moment you realize that Calvin is gone, it's like you got hit in your throat and you don't know how to cope. Is it just me, or did y'all notice it as well? I just had to put this out there so that I could have the conversation and try to process it a little bit. It's wild to me because I have said this for so long that I didn't even believe that Sabrina actually wanted Calvin. To a certain degree, it felt like she enjoyed being desired and wanted, but Calvin was from the jump not the man who she expected to be and the man that she's used to and her type. She needs a little bit more grit. She needs a little bit more rough around the edges. And Calvin's metrosexualness really did not align well with what she imagined her ideal man to be. So it was never going to fit. I always felt like they operated best as friends because they did show up for one another and they could talk and they just connected in a way that platonically it worked. So I can understand being sad that your friend left, but I don't know if it was the way that it was played or what, but it just looked like it was something else there. And we know that in season 7, she's going to be going into the part of her life where she's considering motherhood and what does motherhood look like for her, what the timeline looks like. Being a woman in your 30s, you have to think about things like freezing your eggs and choosing a partner. And to be a woman who is, you know, gone from relationship to relationship and not really had anything stable or promising in the way of like finding a father for your child, I'm also starting to think like, because you are so cool with Calvin and you know that he's a good guy, and now you're dating Rich, who you might be sexually compatible with, he might check off all the boxes in reference to the type of man that you want to be with, but you find out what she is, and later on in the season she's going to find out that Rich doesn't want kids. Is that going to be something also that feeds this thing that's building inside of you that you're harboring of like, maybe Calvin was it, maybe I'm like, I love him, and I don't know, but it's making me nervous because the way that Sabrina moved in that relationship with Calvin, it's like, girl, you did not respect this man for who he was and in his personhood. Like, and you also didn't even trust yourself and your thoughts because you were initially attracted to him. You wanted to explore things with him, but so much of societal pressures and your good girlfriend Daniella weighed in your mind in reference to the thoughts and the perceptions that they have, that it really skewed how you were able to show up. So you didn't even show up as your best self because you were so critical of this man. But I don't know. Again, this is really just coming from looking at her in this scene and seeing how hard the news of Calvin leaving hit her. And I'm not saying that she was supposed to be completely unfazed, but I didn't expect it to be all of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if those seeds pop up later. And then there's quite a bit of chatter in the fandom about how these girls have took the men that were good to them and they're gonna suffer because of it. And it's just like, for me, I'm a big believer in, you do not just have to like people who like you. You do not just have to take the first thing that comes your way and smiles and says that you're pretty. Like, we need to do a better job in dating of truly getting with and staying with the people that actually align with who we are and who we hope to be in the future, and not just people that we're sexually attracted to, not just people that sound good on paper, not just people that look good. Too many people in real life today are partner with people that they think that they should have been with, or they're the finest thing walking, but they have nothing to talk about. They're not even going in the same direction in life, and they're going to head separately, divorce or break up or have tumultuous toxic situations because that was always the case, and they never considered the fact that they're misaligned. Now, I'm not saying that her and Rich are any more aligned, because not wanting kids and a person that do want kids being in a relationship, that's a big misalignment. That's a big thing to try to work through and get over. But I'm really excited to see that play out, because I think that that's a very real conversation that has to be had, and it's something that women have to consider. So I love that they're introducing that into this season of Sistas. But let me know your thoughts. Is Sabrina secretly harboring some deeper love for Calvin, and are we going to see that play out later on in the season and affect her current relationship? It's your good sis you let us talk TV with. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and give this video a like for me, pretty please. YouTube got you covered, because this video is perfect for you to watch next, so go ahead and click.